Today we're celebrating the 4th year anniversary of my album Heavy Metal Workout 2, and I figured, hey, what better way to celebrate this than to give you guys a melodic death metal guitar lesson. So I picked a song from the album, actually it's the first track, and there's a specific part of this song. There's some specific riffs that I really want you to learn, because I think learning these riffs that I'm going to share with you here, learning these riffs is going to help expand your playing and also spark some different creative ideas. And I'll talk more about that after the lesson, so make sure you hang around for that, because I'm going to share that and some other cool stuff with you as well, as I always do. But yeah, go grab your guitar. I'm going to grab mine and let's learn this melodic death metal riff. Alright, so let's break this riff down piece by piece, and we're going to start out with those power chords there. When we're only playing 3 power chords, but I'm playing them in a very special way so that they sound heavier. Now, I'm in standard tuning. That may not sound like I'm in standard tuning, and that's because, again, I'm playing these power chords with an extra note. And I've shared this on prior videos, a way to make your power chords, specifically the ones that you're playing starting on the A string, or any power chord that you're not starting on that first string, a way to make those power chords sound more powerful, if you will, or heavier. Now we're in the key of C sharp minor. That's the key of the song. And we're starting out with a C sharp power chord, okay? But how I'm playing that, I'm not just playing the A and D strings, frets 4 and 6, like this. I'm actually starting with the lower octave of the 5th note of the power chord. Remember, your power chords are your root note and then your 5th note. So I'm taking that 5th note and again starting with the lower octave of that 5th note, which is the 4th fret of the 1st string. So I'm barring those first 2 notes. I know I've gone over this in prior videos, so if you've seen those already, just kind of bear with me here for the new folks. But I'm basically barring the 4th fret of the E and A string, and then the D string, I'm on that 6th fret. So you get this sound. Man, this amp sounds so good in this room, by the way. I just wanted to let that chord ring out a little longer because it's got that growling sound to it. It's like, this is pretty cool. Anyway, we're applying that same strategy to the other 2 chords, which is an A and then a B, those power chords there. So we're actually going to start by playing that open E as well, because that's that lower octave of the 5th note. Same strategy again for the B power chord. So I'll play the regular B, then I'll play the B how we're playing it in a more powerful way. Man, we could write like a real heavy doom metal song with that. It's pretty cool. So those are the chords, all right? That's the power chords that we start with. Real simple, but again, we're starting by playing that lower octave of the 5th note. And again, there are only 3 chords that we're playing here. We're playing that C sharp, which technically is C sharp minor, but because we're playing power chords, C sharp, and then we go to an A, B, and then back to C sharp. So I'll play that one more time, and then we'll go to the next part of the riff. Now the second part of this rhythm here, and actually there are 2 pieces to it, and this is the riff part. This is where we're going to be moving those fingers around, but more so we're going to be moving that pick around, because we go from the downstrokes for the power chords that we played and kind of let ring out there. We switch over from that to now we're going to be alternate picking, and we're going to be doing that at a pretty decent speed here. Now, so what I'll do is I'm just gonna play those notes. I'm just gonna hit those notes one time, okay, just so you can see what I'm playing here. I don't even think there's a need for tabs, because actually this riff is very, very simple. So we're on that E string that entire time, and basically we're going frets 2, 4, 5, 4, 5. Then we're gonna slide all the way up to, what is that, fret number 9, and then back to 7. Now the second riff, the second time around we play that, the actual riff is different. It's slightly different, and we're going to play that riff on the A string. So let's go through that real quick and I'll break it down. Okay, so like I did in the first little riff, the second time around, again, we're on the A string. I'm just going to play the notes, the single notes here, okay? So it sounds like this. So basically, again, we're on the A string throughout this entire riff here, and we're starting out, our frets, we're starting out on the 7th fret. We're going 7, 6, 4, 6, open, 4, 2. Okay, yeah, that was right. One thing I didn't talk about, and I don't know why, but is the alternate picking here. So when you're alternate picking, because we're picking those notes quite fast, what I want you to do, if you have trouble with this, is I want you to just pick one note. Let's pick the E string 2nd fret. And I just want you to go back and forth, alternate pick, and I just kind of want you to gradually build up the speed. This is kind of for you, not beginners, but if you're new at alternate picking or if you have trouble, just pick the one note. Now, I'm not doing a full-on palm mute, by the way. My palm is kind of, I don't want to say gently placed across the bridge there, but again, it's not, I'm not hammering down on that. It's a little bit more of a gentle palm mute than, say, if I were playing the downstrokes like this. When I'm alternate picking really fast, it's not as an aggressive palm mute. It's a little bit lighter. And what that does, it kind of gives it more of that growling sensation. It's kind of weird. I can't explain it, but I don't know. It just gives it a different vibe, a different sound. And for me personally, that tends to work a little bit better when I'm doing fast alternate picking, playing metal rhythms like that. So again, just start out with one note and practice on that one note, and then maybe gradually add more notes. Okay, and then you can expand from there and play the riffs that we just learned in the song. So let me play this entire riff one more time for you, and then hang around after that because I got some cool stuff for you. So yeah, August 4th, 2017, that's when this album, Heavy Metal Workout 2, was released. So we're kind of celebrating right now. By the way, if you'd love to hear that album, which I hope you'd love to hear it, there's a link, there are several links actually in the description of this video. One will go to the streaming platforms where you can stream it, or you can just look up my name and the album name, and there I am. Also a link though to the merch associated with this album, because I love the logo. Shout out to Dave Velez for creating this logo for me. I love it, it's awesome. But yeah, I have the t-shirt. You guys see this t-shirt in a lot of my videos, and I've got mugs, and of course on my shop, which again, there's a link to that in the description as well. You can actually download the digital copy for yourself if you'd like that. And the track you just learned how to play from that album, which is track number 1, is called Death Lift. like deadlift, deathlift. Okay, I've always heard it's worse when you explain the puns, so I just did that. Should I cut this part of the video? Keep it. Anyway, that's what you learn how to play, and I figured this would be the perfect lesson for that melodic death metal style of playing, because you've got those really heavy power chords in there. You know, we made standard tuning sound heavier by the way we played those power chords, right? But then we go into these alternate picking patterns, these alternate picking riffs, but they've got this clear melody line to them. It's like an anthem almost. So you've got that mixed in with those heavy power chords. So yeah, go back through the video and practice those riffs. And of course, I always encourage you guys, when you learn a riff that I give you, hey, expand on that. You know, take my song, take my riff here, and then expand on that and see what you can come up with, because this is going to help you in the creative process and help you, you know, in your riff writing and songwriting and practicing. It just, I don't know, whenever you take something and you expand on it, which is what I teach a lot, practically in every video I put out there, that just makes you a better musician. It makes you a better guitarist, because it kind of opens your mind. It's like, okay, I'm not playing the song exactly like it's supposed to be played. I'm now expanding and adding my own flavor, my own notes to that. And to me, that's really not only how you become a better guitarist, but also how you start to develop your own signature sound and style, which to me is just absolutely crucial as a guitar player. Again, check out the links for the album if you want to listen to that, and I've got a lot of other links in the description there. I appreciate you watching my videos. I really appreciate you guys. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, all that good stuff. I will see you on the next video. Until then, as always, well, you know what to do. Keep it metal.